You need to get diced, lads. All right, you need to get absolutely fucking diced, like at least once. All right, not for Instagram, guys, not for girls, not to walk around with your top off every 5 minutes. But you need to know what it feels like to be 8 to 10% body fat. All right, to wake up sharp, guys, to look in the mirror and actually like what you see. It's that simple, guys. Like just to see what your body, what your body is actually capable of. Because when you experience that version of yourself, going back becomes very, very difficult. Yeah. And most men, they will spend their entire lives operating at 60% of their potential, a lot softer than they should be, you know, lower energy than they should have. And they're just accepting a standard that they were never meant to accept. And that is why I think every man needs to get shredded at least once. Like to me, you have two choices, okay? You have two choices. You have get shredded and look sharp, guys, year round. You know, push the body, install the habits, guys, live the lifestyle. Or you stay a sheep. You follow today's crowd. You live for the weekends. You walk around in some potbelly physique with no presence. Okay, no self-respect, guys. Just feeling invisible, feeling like an invisible drifter. And I'm not saying this as someone who's always had abs either, guys. You know, I know what it's like to be skinny fat. I know what it's like to be blaming genetics. I know what it's like to be accepting my destiny. The fact that I was cursed, guys, accepting everything except the habits that I was living by. And the second I got disgusted with myself, guys, the second I stopped copying everyone else, what everyone else was doing, and I actually built structure, guys, my whole identity changed. All right, so the way I see things is getting shredded. It comes down to 5 standards, okay? And the first standard, guys, is fuel. Yeah, like you need to start eating to perform, not to cope. Not, you know, that is the first thing, guys. You need to sort that shitty diet out of yours. Yeah, no more Tesco meal deals. None of that shit, guys. Domino's pizza. You need to actually eat to perform. Whole Foods, guys. You know, inside my elite program, me and my guys, we follow the 100-0 rule. It's that simple, guys. 365 days a year. Whole Foods, okay? I just follow a simple 365 nutrition framework. Yeah, it's something that I give all my clients, guys, just to build into their meal plans. No Mackies, no if it fits into my calories. None of that junk food bollocks, guys. All right, Whole Foods at all time. And I say this because I've tried that whole calories in, calories out. And it's that simple, guys. It don't make you feel good. You know, your energy, your focus, your physique is all over the place. Like eating clean is a lifestyle, guys. Yeah, like it's not a diet. It's not extreme, okay? It's simple, guys. It is a standard. Food is fuel. And you want to fuel your body like a Ferrari, not a fucking dustbin, guys. Like if you actually want to strip the body fat and build tissue and just have the physique looking sharp, it's always going to come down to giving your body good quality food and getting the macros dialed in. Okay, yes, calories matter, but macros are actually going to determine how your physique is actually looking. Okay, the body comp, guys. Yeah, and just how you're operating, you know, both physically and mentally. Like, I hit mine to the gram. Every single day I hit my macros to the gram, okay? The meal timing, the nutrient timing, guys, as well, is very, very important, you know, to avoid that, the afternoon crashes, you know. 2 p.m. I used to have these afternoon crashes, the brain fog. It comes for a lot of people. You know, I still might get a little dip now, guys, but if I get a little dip now, do you know what a little hack I recommend? Is just drop to the floor, get the press ups in, okay? Raise the frequency. Maybe have a cold shower. Yeah, just wake yourself the fuck back up, guys. You know, your body's a bit like a battery. That's the way I see it. And sometimes you just need to almost recharge it, guys. All right? But guys, we always want to keep our performance high when it comes to food, guys. So that's how I like to set up my guys. Like I don't fear carbs either. Like do not fear carbs, guys. If you're trying to get shredded and you want that dense look, why would you go low carb and keto? Okay, like you're just gonna lose that intramuscular fullness and you're gonna end up looking like a little soft bitch, guys. Like if you want that dense, that aesthetic look, I've always personally gone, whatever diet phase I'm in all honesty, if I'm in a shredding phase, if I'm in a performance phase, guys, I've always gone higher carb, low fat. Okay, it's that simple, guys. That just works better for me from a physique and just a performance standpoint. Yeah, I actually want to be pushing tissue up in whatever phase. Like, I don't give a fuck what anyone says. Like, people say you can't build muscle in a diet phase. Like, of course you can. Okay, like, forget average. Forget the average mindset here, guys. But the main takeaway from this, guys, is the first standard, guys, is just see food as fuel and not as comfort, guys. Not be one of these emotional eating. Don't be emotionally eating like the rest of the sheep. It's that simple, guys. All right, find the foods that work and just build it into a meal plan. You know, Monday to Friday, guys, and then maybe Saturday and Sunday you can be a little bit more flexible with it. You know, me personally, guys, I hit my macros, I hit my meal plan Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm a little bit more flexible with it. You know, I hit my calories, but I'm still hitting my macros, guys. But hit on repeat. Yeah, you're going to get a lot more clarity. You're not going to be as obsessed with food. Like, it's just easy to stick to if you follow them same core meals. All right, like it just removes that decision fatigue. It's not going to mentally waste your energy, guys. Like, no more eating because you're bored, you're stressed, you're emotional, because you have the plan right there. Okay, like if you had it's gonna happen, guys. We all have bad days. You know, even me, I have bad days, guys. That is why the meal plan's there. Yeah, if you had a bad day at the office, you need the meal plan there. It's that simple, guys. You know, I used to binge eat after work. I used to raid the cupboards and the biscuits, guys. Like, that is no good. Okay, that is no good. Food is fuel. Yeah, like if you don't use it for your performance, you're going to just get fat as fuck. And that is not what we want, guys. That is not what we want. We want to build lean tissue around here. Now, the next standard is training, guys. Okay, we want to be training with intent and not with vibes. You know, I'm walking in the gym now, guys, and it's a social event. Like, if you're a sheep and you're going in the gym and you're scrolling your phone and you're training like some weak little bitch and switching your song every 2 minutes, you know, Katy Perry tunes, and people are just training like pussies, in all honesty. Like, but if you're actually serious about building muscle and, you know, just looking to building a nice, lean, aesthetic physique, you need to be training with intent. Yeah, if you're actually serious, you want to be walking in the gym almost like you're the best cunt in there. Like, I don't care what your phase you're in, guys. Even if you're trying to get down to 8% body fat, especially if you're trying to get shredded. You train like a machine. I've had some dark sessions, guys, training like a psycho. Okay, progressively overloading, proper execution. And how do we train our body like a machine? We come back to the first standard. We fuel our body like a machine. Yeah, that is why the meal timing matters, guys. You know, carbs pre and post workout, restoring that glycogen. You know, it's important, guys, for the pumps, for the hydration, for the performance. If we're actually just looking to build tissue, we want that fucking bicep vein pressing against the skin. And don't go into your workouts, guys, like necking a can of Monster at 7 p.m, guys, and pretending that is performance. You know, I used to do that. Like, that is fucking stupid, guys. Like, headphones on you and you just whack the tunes on. Yeah, and you just go psycho for an hour, guys. It's literally 45 minutes to an hour of your day. Like, for me recently, guys, I tried switching, you know, I've tried the American rap, I've tried switching to house music, guys, but for focus, what's working for me recently is the movie scores and the cinematic music, all right? Getting me in the zone, guys, but just find the things that work for you, okay? It's that simple, guys. What's actually going to give you that mind to muscle connection? You know, I had a guy come up to me literally a few days ago asking what the fuck was I playing in my ears because I looked like some sort of psychopath, but that was probably down to the pre and just this, you know, there's some great movie scores, guys. But for me, it's The Dark Knight Rises is is just a goated one. You know, Transformers, Inception's a good one, guys. There's a lot of good ones, guys, but just whatever works for you. You know, proper intensity, proper execution, 4 to 5 days a week is going to be ideal for most lads. And just don't get distracted. Yeah, that means not going where you lose a mate. So be it. Like, I don't see the gym as a social club. All right, you get in there and you get out. And also, cardio, guys. All right, you need to have cardio out in all phases, in all honesty, even in a so-called bulking phase. I don't like to say bulking phase, but a performance phase, but always daily movement. Like, if you just want to stay lean and look sharp, guys, if you're not getting 10K steps a day, you're lazy as fuck, guys. Like, sort that out. That is non-negotiable. You know, I'm a big fan of just list cardio. I'm not really a big fan of this high intensity cardio, in all honesty. The HIIT workouts, the hybrid style, like when it comes to actually just getting shredded. I used to be a long distance runner, in all honesty. But it just kept me spinning wheels. I like the simplicity. I like the list cardio, you know. Stairs, incline walk is what I'm doing at the moment, guys. And it's just keeping I'm not stressing my body out, in all honesty. And that's what makes just getting shredded a lot easier. Like, just make it easier for yourself, but always be hitting cardio. You know, for me, guys, what I like to do 45 minutes on my rest days. So that's 2 days a week. So we're talking 90 minutes here. You know, I encourage all my clients to at least get 90 minutes of cardio a week. Like, there's no need to be a lazy bastard just because we're pushing tissue and more food, guys. Like, any phase, always keep cardio in there. You know, it's good for your health, guys, and it's just good for your digestion overall. So the next standard, guys, is recovery. Okay, this is a big one. Like, stop sacrificing recovery. Okay, like for dopamine, guys, this is a big one that people miss, and they end up following the crowd and following the sheep, guys. Like, everyone ends up going out to the early hours of the morning, getting pissed and drinking alcohol. That's just fucking crashing their testosterone. Like, to me, alcohol is a bit retarded. You know, I used to have a little bit of a drinking problem, but you don't build a physique just in the gym. Okay, you build it when you're actually recovering, guys. Yeah, like, recovery is part of the work. It's that simple, guys. You know, and a big part of recovery is getting your sleep. Yeah, like 7-8 hours of good quality sleep is non-negotiable, guys. All right, the same bedtime, the same wake up time. You know, none of this late night scrolling and Netflix to 2 a.m., guys. Like, that is shit, guys. Okay, like, just get an AM and PM process. Like, that is sheep behavior if you're staying out to 6 a.m. You know, getting pissed, guys. Like, if your recovery is poor, your performance is going to drop and your hunger's going to rise and your discipline's just going to get weaker. Yeah, if your cortisol and stress and your anxiety's through the roof, fat loss becomes a whole lot harder, guys. Yeah, if you're actually looking to get shredded, fat loss is going to become a whole lot harder. Okay, it's that simple, guys. You know, I actually personally take supplements to relax, you know, my nervous system, guys, and just support a deeper sleep, a more restorative sleep. You know, the ashwagandha, zinc, magnesium, you know, DMC, guys, support for your hormone health and your immune function overnight, guys. You know, I think the supplement's called Strom Support Max PM or something like that, guys. And that just helps me to relax. Okay. Like, and also another thing that's very important is a PM process. Yeah. Like, what I like to do is plan the day ahead, the following day, you know, have a wind down music, maybe listen to the Bible. Okay. Like, just get yourself in a nice state to go to bed in a cool room, guys. And you're just going to wake up feeling refreshed and mentally sharp. And that is what you want when it comes to actually getting shredded. All right. Like, fuck the sheep. All right. Fuck the sheep. And another part of fucking the sheep is environment, guys. Okay. Stop hanging around people you don't want to be like, because you just end up becoming like them. Like, your environment is either raising your standard or it's pulling you back to normal. Like, it's pulling you back to normal, guys. If everyone around you is living for the weekends, do not act shocked when you do too. Okay, like, when that normal, the normal habits, that becomes normal behavior, guys. And normal behavior means a normal body. Okay, stop taking lifestyle advice of people with the body and the lives that you don't respect. It's that simple, guys. The herd will always make discipline look extreme, guys, but it's self-respect. You know, hitting your macros is self-respect. Installing good daily habits is self-respect. Yeah, I actually have a link to all my habits in the link below. These are all 10 habits that I hit every single day that help me to stay lean and sharp, guys, okay? So check the link below. But just stop copying people that you don't want to become. Yeah, look around you, guys. Like, who are you actually modeling? Okay, your mate Joey, who's fat as fuck, guys. Like, who are you actually listening to? Yeah? Because if you're just listening to normal environment behavior, guys, normal creates normal. It's that simple, guys. Just get around better people. Get around people with higher standards, yeah, in their body, in their habits, in their mindset, guys. You know, the guys inside my elite program, savages, guys. They're building themselves into someone they actually respect. And I don't respect fat people who aren't willing to put in the work, who aren't committed, or people that see fitness as some sort of phase, guys. Yeah, I don't respect the fat man who's 20% body fat and still eating Mackies. Okay, like, I can instantly look at them and I know their choices day to day. I know their habits, okay? It's that simple, guys. Like, if you're sat here right now and you're not happy with your body, only you can blame. You can't blame genetics. You can't blame your metabolism. You blame. Yeah, you have accumulated all that fat through your daily habits. It's that simple, guys. Like you chose to eat the Domino's pizza. You chose to skip the gym again and again. You have to hold yourself accountable here. Yeah, like, so just get around a better environment. Yeah, position yourself correctly, because the fifth and final standard, guys, to getting shredded is have boundaries, okay? Learn to actually say more. I used to be a yes man. I used to say yes to the pub even though I didn't want to go to the pub. I used to say yes to the night out and I didn't want to go out, guys. I would have rather stayed in and just trained the following day. Like, you don't stay shredded through motivation, guys, okay? Motivation doesn't exist. Like, you stay shredded through actually having boundaries and saying no, guys. You know, having boundaries with nights out, having boundaries with your phone. Yeah, delete all the shitty people that don't serve you on your phone. You know, even just social media, TikTok, wank, it's all got to go, guys. Like, and you just say, if your mate messages you, if your mate bells you up, you just say, nah, I'm not drinking tonight. You can still go out, but you say, nah, I'm not drinking tonight. That is a physique decision. All right, I'm training in the morning. Yeah, it is a boundary, guys. It's that simple. Maybe you're on plan with your diet. Like, do not fold with the pressure. You know, even your parents, guys. Yeah, even your parents. You know, I know when I was wanting to go all in on my physique, my parents were telling me to slow down and all of this, guys. Like, do not fold into the social pressure. Okay, you vote for that sheep version of you. It's that simple, guys. And like I say, this ties in with environment setup, okay? Prioritize what actually matters. If you actually want to get shredded, if you want to go all in and get down to that 8 to 10% body fat, a lot of this is going to come down to mindset. Like, the physical side of things, I always tell this to everyone, you know, all my clients, guys, anyone that comes on board. The training and nutrition, to me, is so fucking easy. Yeah, and especially for a lot of people. But boundaries is one of the biggest things that people struggle to fight. All right, they struggle to shut out the noise. But if you're actually serious about getting diced and shredded, guys, you cannot listen to anyone. Like, you have to be literally stone cold. Like, if you don't want to be like them, if family is telling you to slow down, if your mates are telling you you need a bit more balance, guys, you got a mission, okay, with your body. So you need to be laser focused with it, with the goals, and you just need to back yourself, guys. All right, and you need to go all fucking in and have that self-belief and get down to the 8 to 10% body fat and just keep pushing forward. All right, everything else is outside noise, guys. All right, go all in. And like I say, you tolerate what you want, guys. Like, just don't tolerate the sheep anymore. It's that simple, guys. Like, don't fucking listen to them. If you don't want to be anything like them. Because if you actually want to get shredded, guys, you will make time for what is important to you. You know, you will hit the gym. You will hit your macros. You got time to scroll. You got time to watch Netflix. You got time, like, and people say they ain't got time to sort their diet out. Like, honestly, what I recommend, guys, if you don't think you can, if you don't think you have time to sort your diet out, guys, just get meal prep days. What I like to do Wednesdays and Sundays, I literally like to batch up for the week ahead. So don't say you don't have time to sort your diet out. Don't say you don't have time to hit the weights, to get your steps in, to protect your sleep, guys. All right, your environment is holding you back. It's that simple, guys. Yeah, most people want to use balance as some sort of nice way to stay like the herd, guys. But to me, balance isn't pints every weekend and shit sleep and pretending that food is comfort, guys. Like, you're just pretending, okay? Like, you're just fucking wasting time, guys. That is not balance. Yeah, that is being pulled around by the average, okay? Being shredded, it isn't extreme, guys. It isn't hard, especially when your lifestyle setup is working for you, okay? It's that simple. When your environment is working for you, okay? What is extreme is spending your whole life in a body that you do not respect. Yeah, it's that simple, guys. What is extreme is having no energy and no discipline and having zero confidence and pretending that is normal, okay? Train hard, guys. Eat clean. Have boundaries. Yeah, protect your sleep. That is an extreme. That is self-respect. It's that simple, guys. This was never really about getting shredded, guys, okay? Like, getting shredded is just physical evidence, all right? Like, actually ask yourself the question, are you building yourself intentionally, or are you just doing what everyone else is doing? Following the fucking herd, following the crowd, guys. Because if you keep following the herd, you're going to end up exactly where you are, okay? You're going to end up exactly where the herd are. Average, unconfident, depressed, anxious, in some skinny fat body, guys. So get shredded or stay with the sheep, lads. Yeah, you choose. All right, let's get it. Let's go.